champion. We're starting. We're live. Saturday night.
Are you sure we're live?
Yep.
Positive?
Is this a mistake? The dummies usually go live on Sunday night. Yes. No. Yes, no. Yes, you are correct. No, it is not a mistake.
Not a mistake. We're filming. We're on bizarre schedules, and I have house guests.
Yeah.
So the bar is not open.
Well, and I said, why don't you come over here? We can knock a few reviews out.
You said knock them out.
It's nice and quiet.
It is quiet.
Yep.
My house, the first part of the day was a daycare center. Hello. And the second half of the day, a hostel in the European sense. We have house guests, which is great. I have no problem with house guests. Just a little hard to film. And we were running up we needed to get some filmed because we only had one. And
well, we had next Saturday's film, but we didn't have one for Wednesday.
True. And then we went crazy with some Jim Beam, baby. Wait till you see that show.
Yeah.
Hold on, my nails.
Thanks everybody
nail there.
Coming in though. Yeah, sure. Don't just all you gotta do is grab the cork.
I don't have the man grip. It's been a long day.
That's a synthetic cork, I can tell.
Really?
Yep.
Look at you. You can
I
tell,
can tell by the way
pulled
it was grabbing.
Wow.
So this is St. George Artisan Distiller Single Malt Whiskey.
American.
This is in California somewhere.
But they don't proclaim American whiskey.
Alameda. Alameda, California.
Unbelievably, look at the glass hole.
It's nice. Eric Waite brought this to us at the 5th anniversary last weekend.
Yes, he did. You know what was unique about this?
It's from Florida.
Yeah. 30 minutes. The distillery's 30 minutes from his house.
In California.
But he couldn't get it. It was already allocated out.
Yeah.
So he had to order it from Florida or go to Florida or do whatever.
They produce it, blah, blah, blah. Only X amount stays in California.
Yes.
And it's gone.
Gone.
So he has to, although he lives 30 minutes from the distillery, he has to order it from Florida.
Florida. All the way across the country. Let's see what we got going on. And a lot of people are popping in. Wow. Hello from the west. Sorry, from the left coast, he said. Not the west coast. He said the left coast, and that was Sniper.
Chad Adams is here. Go Habs. Travis H.
Boom.
Wes Jolly. Hey, Wes.
Can't see it there. I'm sorry. It's here.
Jason Coates. Those guys were both here for our anniversary.
That was fun.
Travis H. Donner Pass Whiskey. George
Kaplan
was here.
We've been talking. We like the gathering so much. We've been talking, and we're not going to reveal anything yet. We're still in the notes, but we're talking about ways that it could be done again.
Yes.
And bigger.
I'm just grabbing 2 coins.
Grabbing 2. He's got burnt from
burnt
the 4
toast.
dummies. I just like yelling burnt. And then he's got a Trinian C, which looks like the baseball logo. Isn't that the baseball?
Yeah, MLB.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks like it.
Hello. Woo.
Where'd we leave off at? Donner Pass Whiskey is here.
Hi, guys.
Howard Walmsley finally haven't made a live in some time.
What Kaplan said. He said, "What the what?
What the what?
What the what?"
Bourbon Shenanigans. Mike is here.
Amy's husband. Hold on, he missed
Dave
the holy
M.
Schnikes.
Christine Deems.
Schnikes.
Eric Waite. Captain Make It Happen. Mash and Drum. Food Quig.
Shimbo.
What are you guys doing? It's Saturday night. You guys don't have lives?
They don't. Well, they're like us. They're enjoying their whiskey.
Joe LaRue.
I'm talking to the mic for some reason. I'm not
Louis yeah, you don't have to.
I know. I'm not used to your mic. Like, hello, Mike.
You just talk. It picks it up.
Yeah.
Louis Sanchez.
Oh, Sniper. Cowbell it.
The Whiskey Dick is here. Whiskey Dick had an awesome live stream last night, fundraiser for type 1 diabetes.
Oh.
So go to the Whiskey Dick channel. You can pull up the live stream. He still has a tab up in the description of that video where you can make donations.
If I keep eating like I have been, getting ready for Thanksgiving, he's going to need to do one for type 2. That's all I'm saying.
The One Glass Man is here. We just did a traveling dummy. You just got a segment in that.
He did.
Shimon, what's going on, Shimon? Steve A. BB Jap. Woot. STDs.
Loch Ness.
Moose 76, Equal Opportunity Guns, Craig Foss. Nathan Redmond.
I think he's talking about that. Right
Bourbon
there.
Professor. Harquay Padley. Cartoon Face. I've seen Cartoon Face in the comments. I don't know if I've ever seen you tune in on a live stream
Watching
before.
football, painting the house, dramming on YouTube.
Loch Ness.
Wow.
And
Cowbell! May the force be with you, the dark and peaty side, of course. Thank
Eric
you.
Waite. Eric, we are taking a look at your St. George single malt whiskey. We just
right.
cracked it open.
Cracked it.
Let it sit here for a few minutes. I got
Yep.
Trinity and C's coin.
Ooh. It's got an interesting
We
nose.
talked about, Eric, how this is 30 minutes from your house, but you had to order it from Florida so we could get it. Hoyt is here tuning in. He was here last weekend, 2 weekends ago for our 5th anniversary. Ryan Follick.
I heard Hoyt got a little shout out on Gillespie's show, too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's like beer notes.
Whiskey
It's like
Throttle,
a hop
Daniel.
note. Got like a hoppy.
Don Holland, Chris Hall. Howdy, everybody. We also had a little bit, so we want to branch out and start using OBS.
Well,
so
not me.
I do.
Yeah, you do, and it's better quality. So I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
But it looks technical and hard.
Well, the thing is, if we have guests on set and we want to use our multiple mics, we have to use OBS.
Got it. Makes sense.
So I have to learn how to use it. So when we have guests on and we need the multiple mics, we can get it going.
I'm with you.
Google Hangouts and Skype don't accept multiple mics.
They need to get the stuff modernized.
Yeah.
We're taking over. I actually, who was it? I was talking to somebody that was saying, I know what it was. I got sent this little survey thing, whatever. And they were talking about where do I think media is going, print media, TV media. And I told them, I think print media is pretty much dead. And the online heavily produced media is going that way. Not just us, but I think YouTube and what's going on in the world is going to kill all this like glitzed, blah blah content. I just can't stand. And every time I tune in, the TV seems so sanitized, polished. Well, look at us. We're not polished nor sanitized. Who else? You never go on CNN and they're talking about a glass hole.
Look, if you hold that upright, you can see your finger in it.
Yes.
Right.
Look at that. It's impressive.
I mean, they could probably see that. I wrote Eric Wade on the bottle so we wouldn't forget who gave this to us.
Yes. Actually, we had a lot of bottles gifted
You know what?
to us.
I would swear there's a rye in there. I know it's a single malt,
Yeah.
but it's almost a rye. There's like a
I get a floral note.
almost like a white wine.
Okay.
Maybe that's some of the
There's
casting.
well, I definitely get that grass, that almost like a fresh mown yard.
Yeah.
Not hay, but yard. Yard, I'll take him yard.
Notes of cocoa.
Cocoa. He's
roasted
pronouncing it brunchy
hazelnut
style.
and hardwood smoke.
It should be cocoa. It doesn't look like cocoa to me. It looks like cocoa. And it sounds better. Wow, malt and drum. Boom!
Mash and drum.
Sorry, I'm
Malted.
already. I said malted, and then I read, and I should have said mash and drum. Sorry, mash.
For
You
the
said,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, boom. This is for Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yes. What? Cheers,
I was just
boys.
looking. Where's my shirt? Was it over? We left it at your place, so it didn't.
Which
in case
shirt?
the
Spider,
Spider-Man
you did. Yeah.
manga.
Yeah, well, I did my quick hitter,
Right,
and,
yeah.
and all of a sudden I turned into Jamaican and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
My Spider-Man.
It's a Spider-Man.
We're enjoying our quick hitters.
Duncan Harmsworth is here. Oh, you know what? We haven't been with the cheer or the
I know.
the toast. We need to do at the end of the.
We
Duncan
need to
came
figure
up
it
with
out.
the toast.
We've got to
We've gotta-
polish it and maybe dumbify it a little more. I feel like it's not quite dumbified.
It's dumbified. We just need.
I feel like we need a little more.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not ingrained in us yet, because I'm with you.
Bart looks like he's been partaking in Canada's new laws. I think he's talking about pot smoking.
What?
Bart's had a full day.
I have actually. I'm not kidding. I've got a stepdaughter who's 25, so I got 2 grandkids that come over. One of them's a baby, and the other one's 4. That tells you what's going on there. So And then I've got a nephew and his spouse that have been living with us for a little while because they're getting ready to they moved here from Puerto Rico. So it's Casa de Brunchine right now. And they're moving. And so there's been some help with moving and acquiring furniture and taking the fellow who's 25 to job interviews. It's been a little interesting. So, I'm going to just tell you, I didn't sleep well yesterday. I'm going to sleep well tonight. I can feel it. Do you want to jump in there?
I was letting you go.
I was like, how far you want me to go on my sleep, baby?
St. George. There's a little bit of youth to it, but it's...
Who's got monkey shoulders?
It's very good, though.
I kind of got a McHale shoulder right there. It's McHale for anybody that watched the Celtics in the day.
You get a lot of grassiness.
You do.
The honeys and
rocks.
sweetness. Vanilla.
Shoals, don't encourage me.
Just a little bit of the youth starting to peek around the corner at you.
It's peeking. How old is it? Real police
I don't know,
talk.
but I don't think
RPT.
I doubt it's real old.
Check your 6, RPT.
Fight for Sound is tuning in. Thanks, I haven't seen you guys before, or before.
I think RPT's...
Brian Schultz.
RPT's 1012.
Whiskey is the best. That's Matt down in Dallas. He's the one that had us on, or we had him on last week with Brooke Lottie and Westland.
Nice. That was an awesome one.
Oh, he's at a wedding. He had to sneak off there.
Hell yeah, you do. Sip from the flask, Matt. Sip from the flask. He actually was dropping some lines on Patreon. That means he was putting notes in there.
Did he drop some lines, did he?
And to clarify, Matt, didn't want to get you investigated.
I went and replied. There was 3 that were there's some that were like 3 weeks old.
No, I've been replying. We chat. Maybe they're not getting in from my phone. I always reply to those from my phone. Matt, if you're not getting them, I see them. I reply almost instantaneously from my phone. But he talked about, I think he's going to Balcones for something, and he was talking about getting us in contact with their rep. That was in one. I
remember that one.
I think there was a Balcones, and then there was another one he talked about, too. Jump in and back me up, Matt. Back me up.
Eric Wade is saying he thinks it's around 3 to 4 years old.
Okay.
But it's crested. It's come around the youth. There's like I say, just a little bit of the youth showing, but still very nice, rich sweetness. The maltiness is there, the grassiness, caramels, vanillas.
Part of my problem is we just did a bunch of family shootouts. We had a Jim Beam nuts move, and I'm starting to feel it. Along with the long day.
We had in a week or two.
Yeah, give them the sneak peek.
Well, we had Jim Beam bonded.
That's right. Came from King Anonymous. You know who you are. You know who you are.
We wanted to know how it did next
may or may not be on
Distiller's cut.
Right. Did okay.
And then we thought, oh hell, let's pull out the Jim Beam repeal.
We went hog wild, baby. That's 43% versus the other two being 50.
Shootout.
Excuse me.
What was that?
That was a little bird. Tried to hold it in. Loch Ness talking to Jason Whiskey Wise. Yes. Hello, buddy. Loving some Boonhaven. Me too, man. Hey, Jason. Oh, look at that. Shoals. Pete, baby. All in caps. I feel you. And I keep looking at the mic like it's somehow got a camera
So
on.
let's say, again, though, for those tuning in, it is Saturday night. It's a little bit different time for us.
Yep.
We needed to get together to film some episodes, which we did.
We did.
And usually when we do that, we're going to try to
We've got
do
a
a live stream as well.
We've got a La Quinta survivor is
Where
what
at?
I'm going to call him.
Carl
Ivy. Howdy from Texas. Whiskey tasting underway. Dang, it moved on me. Reminiscent of the great, quote, La Quinta tasting. I want to call it the La Quinta experience.
Very nice.
I'm going to have to create something for
Very
that.
nice. Christine Deems. Thanks to your Stag Junior review, went and found one yesterday and really loving it. Nice.
Good call.
Yep. Stag Junior and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof should be your next find then to look for. Well. Yes. If you haven't had it.
If you can. if you can.
Travis
Kaplan.
Travis Faircloth wants us to stay on for an extra hour because the clocks are getting set back tonight.
I'm going to need it.
Extra hour of sleep.
Yeah,
That's
wife
true.
already told me, you're going to go film whiskey shows. I said, yeah, we got church in the morning. I was like, dang it.
And
I
you
wanted
said,
to
boom,
curse.
extra
I
hour.
wanted to curse.
Damn it.
Yeah, but then I would have had to go to double. Some low-cost ECBP. What? Was asking where at. I guess Moose 76. Who? Ryan Richardson. Where'd you find the low cost? You may just be. We see it for 79 every once in a while.
Let's
What?
Where's the bottle you're taking home?
Well,
Let's pull it up here. Let's just get some conversation going. We're not
You
going
want to talk about this?
We just shot a review on
White Walker, baby.
White Walker.
White Walker.
I don't want to give out too much about our review. Just, I don't know if you guys want to talk about it.
All
see
I'll
what
tell you
guys think.
is Scott bought it, but I'm taking it home. That's a teaser.
So it must be really good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I give up the good stuff.
He usually sends home his stag.
Jason
me.
Whiskey Wise is asking. So this was Eric Waite brought this to us last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
At our 5th anniversary. This is made in Alameda. Was it Alameda? Is that right?
Yep.
Alameda, California, from St. George Distillers. It's a single malt whiskey, 43%, distilled from barley malt mash.
Looks like I got a long torso here.
You do have a long torso.
Looks extra long. Look at that. I'm encroaching, and look at this. Torso that goes on for days.
There you go, Sparky Mule. He found the ECBP in OKC for $50. Yep.
Wow.
That is going. I tell you, we need to make a trip to OKC.
Yeah, we
just
do.
Whiskey hunting.
You need to step out of that OKC, brother.
Well, you remember Whiskey Raj had the well of OKC has all of the Black Adder releases.
True. I love.
So we need to go down
Black Adder. Whiskey Raj.
Daniel Whiskey Throttle says Scott was at a local smokehouse. They use your same shelves as what I built, but not as good as my collection.
Really?
Kevin Maado, howdy Kevin. Thanks for tuning in.
Said howdy.
T Calvin.
T. We just call him.
Oh, there
T.
he goes. Yeah, T Calvin. First live stream I've been able to catch. Just wanted to say hello.
I'm
well,
glad
back,
you
T.
popped
Calvin.
in. Yeah, you're going to be in on the chat now, T.
I didn't see any comments about the White Walker. Set it back up here so people will know. Maybe they've already
I didn't
forgotten.
want you to suddenly change your mind.
Has anybody out there tried the White Walker? And what are your thoughts? I would not set that.
He's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Shared my night with White Walker. It's the first whiskey I've ever had that legitimately tasted more complex frozen than room temperature. I've not tried it frozen.
That's why Bart wants to take it home.
Well, and I can't read the dang secret message that's on the side of it. Yeah, it says winner's here, and I can't see it. It's like looking at those 3D posters that you were supposed to unfocus your eyes, and I can never see crap.
You have to look past the
I
poster.
couldn't do it. They'd be like, you're defocused. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? They're like, let your eyes wander. I'm like, I can't see shit.
Here's the poster. You look past
Yeah, and then they'd be like, ooh, it's a space shuttle. I'm like, shut up. There ain't no space shuttle in there.
Too.
Dang it, I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. Richie Z, greetings, Scott, Bart, all in caps, love it, and whiskey friends.
Howdy, Richie.
I got a little special shout out.
Bourbon Shenanigans. Where did we get the White Walker? Is that what you're talking about? It just showed up here literally last week, I believe. Boom. Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Little tie-in.
Mash and Drum posted a review. He liked it better at room temperature.
Okay.
That was my impressions as well. When I bought it, I did freeze it, I tried it both ways.
Well, Captain Make It Happen said it's the only way frozen is the only way he picked up the berries. I think is what he's saying. Is frozen. I did not get the berries, and I have not tried it. I have not tried it frozen.
There's like dirty basketball shoes in there.
Duncan says Bart just wants to chill the bottle. Yeah. Everybody thinks I'm on the hemp.
Whiskey Throttle says he'll choose black or green over that every day. I might even throw in the red label.
Really?
Over that. I don't know. You have to wait for the review.
Whiskey Tango, great name. Hello from Manila. Look at that. Hello, Manila.
Who?
Whiskey Tango. Love the name.
Just put a foxtrot on. You didn't want the foxtrot on the end?
Congrats on your 5th-year anniversary. Yeah, you add the Whiskey Tango foxtrot, your military lingo was good.
Mm-hmm. That was actually a decent movie.
I did not see the
Whiskey
movie.
Tango Foxtrot.
I didn't see it. Who's in it?
Tina Fey, I remember. She's
really?
like a reporter that's embedded in. Yeah.
Huh. Old Tina. Someday she'll want to be on the Dummy Show.
Jason Whiskey Wise says that he tried it. It's a simple whiskey which doesn't do anything for him, but he can understand people into Game of Thrones and doesn't think and don't drink whiskey might like it.
That's what we figured. It feels like it's a reach to try to get the Game of Thrones fans to try a whiskey.
Oh, he says rub ice on the side, and it'll show that I'm going to go get you an ice.
He's going to get ice. I'm going to get to see the secret name.
Well, I don't want you to leave here disappointed.
Well, I'm going to take it home with me is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it home. So while Scott's gone, I'm trying to think of something I could say about him. But there's nothing I can think of. I'm not a fan of the deep burps. But I will tell you, you learned in college, I didn't know him then. Apparently you can burp the alphabet. Not that that's good. So, let's see. I'm trying to think. There's nothing else I could tell you secret. I will tell you, and I won't tell you this often because he won't rewatch this. He's killing me with his knowledge on all the different whiskeys. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. He'll remember like batch 7 from 2 years ago that was distilled in July at some distillery in Canada. What? How do you do that? I can't do that. Let's see. The mash and drum, great for Game of Thrones fans to get into whiskey. I agree 100%. Let's see. Oh, Cobra Jet Joe. Love the name. If anyone is looking for the new Lot 40 cask strength, hello. Yes. Yeah. 11-year-old, let me know.
Not in the States, though.
Yeah, a few bottles still floating around here. God, I had. Oh, he's going to do his cold magic. Cold magic going on. Look at this. We got
some paper towels. Don't do it over the wood desk.
Don't do it over the. We'll get the paper towels down here. It's not melting yet. Not melting yet. I ordered my bottle from the Amazon. I added the in there. It sounded cooler. And 2 weeks later, I still don't have my GOT bottle. That's because you ordered it from the Amazon. So hold on. Oh, you're right. It's showing up.
Is it?
Oh, there you go. It's happening.
Good job, Jason. Thank you for that. Mark feels much better now.
Well, I would have put it in the freezer, but I want to see it.
You can still take it home.
Hold on. You're rubbing it too hard. Came with black, double black. Oh, hold on. Oh, my God. Hold on. We got to show it. Look at that. Can you see it? Yep. It's just... Oh, man.
It goes quick because the rest of it's not
let it sit.
Frozen.
Just let it sit there.
You were like rubbing it off. And
I wasn't rubbing nothing off. But don't tell Scott. I don't know. Brian doesn't want something to be told to you. G-Man, what part of the country are you boys from? Wichita, Kansas. Sometimes you can pick up a little bit of twang coming off of Scott here.
That was a Scotch God shout out we should have done.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
No, there was one about me saying Salancha.
Oh.
It's not Salancha.
Slancha.
It's Salon. Yeah.
Slancha.
It's like one. I make it 2 syllables.
Yeah.
Salon.
Well, that's your nature.
Salanja.
Yes.
Salanja. That's what I need to work on.
Slancha. Yes, I want the 40 cask strength in the worst way. It is good. We had a little sample like this. Scott tried it, and then boom, somehow it went away. What happened to it?
You did. You drank it all.
I know.
That's what happened.
You did not enjoy it, so I made sure you didn't have to suffer it.
Here, show 'em.
It was good. Oh. Bam! You're seeing the secret right there. Look at that. Winter's here, baby. Winter's here. Look at that.
Buy the bottle, put it in your freezer, and you get the special encoded message.
Oh, don't touch it. As soon as you touch it, your body heat makes it disappear.
Well, unless the whole bottle's frozen.
So from Florida, late to the party. Bird Dog 2017 is in. Yay, Kansas, says G-Man. Hello, gang. Oh,
right.
they're from one of those middle parts or flyover states. Maybe.
Santa Cruzin', howdy.
You don't want to fly over us. That's all I'm saying. You missed the whiskey train.
You know,
Salonja sounds like a
Salonja.
Jamaican beauty shop, says
Salon.
Sniper.
No, it's not
Oh,
Salon.
Salonja.
It's SL. There's no A.
I know. He's just making
Yeah.
fun of your pronunciation.
Salonja.
Salonja. Sounds like a Jamaican beauty shop,
Salonja.
says the Sniper.
Salon.
There's Foodquig. Foodquig's got him.
That'll be
at
hard for
40
me to get
CS.
over, though. Just because I've done it for so long, I've said Saloncha.
Really?
It'll be hard for me.
I say you stick
it's
with
like
it.
breaking a habit.
Don't bend.
Yeah.
Don't break.
No, I'm all for if that's wrong.
Stick it.
No, you got to correct it.
Come on, man. You say stuff that's
Biarte.
wrong all the time.
Biarte.
Well, that wouldn't be close. There's no E at the end.
Biarte. Oh,
you
it's
could
close.
say you could say Biart.
If people kept calling you Biarte, would you
Just
not say it's
drop
Bart?
the tay. Just say Biart. I'd go,
It's
yeah.
close.
I'd go,
Biart. Okay, Biart is okay.
you're right on.
Biart.
I'd accept it. If you're bringing cast strength. Lot 40.
Okay, Biart.
Right. Biart. Here's your cast strength lot 40. Thank you.
T.
Am I got you?
Ravis.
Do I
Hey,
have your name right?
T. Ravis is
T.
tuning in.
Ravis. T. Ravis.
That's close.
Yeah.
Jeff Benson.
There's
El
R.
Jefe.
There's
Wait,
R-I-G.
El Jefe. Jeff Benson. We just did our quick hitters with your blind samples that you sent.
We
If
did.
you haven't, check them out.
El Jefe.
Wes Jolly is agreeing with George Kaplan. What'd George Kaplan say?
I don't know, but it's good to go.
Oh, Doug. Doug Chris Ope is here. He was here for our anniversary.
Love the Doug.
He,
What do you guys think about we're mulling over possibilities of doing it again? Meaning the gathering. That's all we'll say right now. It's a lot of work, and we were getting in each other's face. We had fun, but it's hard to be around me too much.
I don't know how you thought it was a lot of work. You're like, what are you doing that for? You don't need to do that. Don't worry about that. What are you worried about? Don't worry. We just go there. It's okay. Quit worrying about it.
You were adding to the difficulty.
It was difficult for Bart.
Well, you kept wanting to add stuff like last minute. Even the Zima you did last minute. You did Zima like last second.
People are just coming here.
They are, and it worked well.
Yeah.
One of the best things.
What are you going to do that for?
Here's what I kept telling you. The best thing that's going to be this event are the people that are coming to it, and the bottles they're going to bring. True. I would say the two things we set up. Well, here's what we did agree on. Let's offload the hard stuff. The restaurant made the food. All right. Ben brought the whiskey. All right. So that was event 1 on Friday. We just had to kind of MC the event. We can do that in our sleep. The second day was all things barbecue. Again, the event, the relaxed nature, and the food offloaded. What do you got?
Jason Coates says, Bart, do whatever you want.
Bam, baby. He's heard the story. He knows what it is.
Oh, that is.
That's all I'm saying. If you were at the event, you know the story. Let's see. Wild Turkey Diamond. But that's what I would say is you make it simple. You offload the hard stuff. You host. And then what I thought would happen did. The best event, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, was us hanging out both nights, Friday and Saturday, at the Drury. That was magical for me. Magical. Just saying. We'll talk more later. But I mean, magical.
We have talked about. No, I mean it was good. It was good. It was.
Even Thursday, we had a few people get her early.
Yeah.
Thursday, the little tasting we did Thursday with some folks that got her, I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I want more of that. Now,
the majority of the event, like you say, was, I mean, all we had to do is really line up the times. the food was taken care of and the tasting Friday night. Saturday night, the food was and the venue was taken care of.
Well, what we did beforehand, you handle all the coin
So-
stuff, the design of the shirt.
Yeah.
Of course, we got some help. I
Yeah.
ordered the shirts. But yeah, let's admit to this. I will tend to want to dumb it down. You will tend to want to bling it up.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is where the contention came from.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to present. I'm like,
You're like,
there's
we
no
don't need
need.
to worry about
There's
it.
no need.
Don't worry about it.
There's no need.
Forget about it. Don't worry.
You're
What do you want to do
making
that
it
for?
harder. Yeah, you're making it harder. And you're like, but I want it to be right. And I'm like, it is right. We just need to keep it simple. And that's where we were wanting to choke each other. So, but I have longer arms. I don't know
I've
what that
got
means.
stronger arms.
Not really. I've got
I'm pouring
like
a little bit more of the St. George.
just a little bit.
But it was good. No, it was good. I had a blast. We talked about one way of... Well, okay, so here was one thing with this year. Come off the comments just for a second.
Sorry. We've
We're like,
ignored
okay.
him for a while, so I was coming in.
But what was funny was I used to tune into the comments, and I still do. But Bart would be like, don't worry,
Hold on.
quit watching
I
the
used
comments.
to tune into the comments, and I still do. What
I
does
still
that
do. I
mean?
can-
What does
no,
that mean?
I can watch them and keep an eye on them.
No, you can't.
You focus. So, all I'm saying is, we've talked about a way for next year to make, or we're like, how do we tie this in? How do we bring people back? The 6th anniversary isn't a draw.
What the draw is
We
the
have-
gathering itself.
Yeah, but we have an idea.
You came up with a good
That's
idea.
something.
I think you were afraid I was going to poop on it,
No,
but I was like, you've got a good idea.
Yeah. We still need to hash out some
Right,
stuff and
that's
see
why
if
we're
we
not
want
putting
to
it
try
out.
to. Yeah.
Right.
It is bigger. I think you have to keep the draw here. A lot of people spend a lot of money to come here and spend time with us. Would they do that every year?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Here's my
so
thought.
we need to. The magnet needs to get bigger.
Sure. And here's something I asked the sniper, Eric Waite, who's been to a lot of different whiskey fests, different tastings, different whiskey events, wine events. And my curiosity, and I'd asked him, I think I even asked him while we were live on the show, but it could have been before on his show. What else is, I wanted to know if there was something out there that had the feel of what our anniversary had in those evenings, those gatherings, even the live shows we did before we went to All Things Barbecue on Saturday, had this gathering friendship feel. And he'd mentioned, like at some of the official events, it was almost an elbowing to get to the certain booth that had the gotta try it type of whiskey. And that at our event, there were these unbelievable whiskeys because everybody brought the bottle or two that they wanted to share. The whole sharing thing was there. I don't know how well that would scale, but that there were this unbelievable bottles there, and it was this relaxed, fun, just like ensconced, enjoyable event. The gathering is what I like to call it. And I wanted to know, is there anything else that's out there that we could just jump in on and maybe do a live show at and enjoy it? And I think we may have to create it on our own. Quit watching the comments. You don't need to.
I've seen the highlight, but I also noticed from over here, Mr. W455.
Okay.
I haven't seen you tune in before, so thanks. But he wants to know when we follow up on the private preserve video, which is the gassing video. Gassing of whiskeys. We're going to do that annually. So that was at the end of the year last year in December.
Yeah, we're coming up.
It was either December or first part of January. Each year for the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to come back and take a look at those bottles to see what gassing does.
Right.
So that'll just be an annual. It's going to be at the end of every year we will do that.
Yeah.
I see the Scotch 4 Dummies are tuning in. Mark and Drew came down for our anniversary.
That
Great
was
time.
awesome. Yeah.
Today's show with the Abbey Whiskey Anon 17-year. Mark and Drew were on set.
Well,
I love the icon. There's 4. It looks like Scotch 4 Dummies,
It's like,
but it's us and 2 more. You see the title? What I put on there? It says WTH.
Right. What the hell?
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like Bizarro World. Yeah. No, and that was one thing we talked about, that if we do this again, and I won't reveal too much what we're talking about, but we wanted more tubers to come down. So it would be a lot more tubers involved. Although it was good, you know, we had snipers there, Scotch for Dummies are there, Whiskey Scouts there. I know he hasn't done one recently. And then, of course, Instagram's present there with Ben Dietrich coming down and some other folks I'm probably missing. But we're thinking some more of that, because I will say that plays to our strength. Bring the tubers together, bring then the whiskey community together. What are you doing?
Just pulling up the chat on here, so I don't have to lean in to look. I want to sit back and relax.
You don't need to read.
We are talking.
You don't need to look
well,
at
that
it.
is one deal. When we had originally started, it was like we wanted it to be kind of a whiskey tuber type show, weekend convention, whatever you want to call it,
And relaxed.
And relaxed
and fun.
So we've talked about how do we do that now,
and without killing each other.
Mark and Drew came down. Eric came. They spent a lot of money out of pocket.
Sure.
And we're like, how do we ease that burden?
Well,
so there's some stuff. That's just some stuff we're talking about.
Sure.
And hopefully we would be able to assist.
Well, or social, not media, but micro-funding might be able to assist. Crowdfunding, not micro,
Maybe.
Crowdfunding.
So,
Well, that's the only way. If we know, do people want it? We know we think we would want it, but do they want it?
yeah. I think so.
But if every person that showed up brought a single bottle, their bottle that they wanted to share, and let's just say 80 people show up, you're talking unbelievable whiskeys to try in the after events. Not just the stuff we organize, the after events, because whiskey's meant to be shared.
Absolutely. And it was very
It was. That's what I'm saying.
Now, Sane Crazy 12 is tuning in. I haven't seen you before. Sane Crazy 12. He wants to know what we're drinking. This is St. George Distillery single malt whiskey. It's out of Alameda, California.
Source from Florida.
Yeah. In a roundabout way, it actually had to be sourced from Florida because it's not available in California. Or it's quickly sold out in California.
It's highly sought after.
Oscar Madison. Oh, Oscar Madison says turn up the volume. Maybe we just need to talk
Sorry, we're
louder.
probably too far away.
We're probably too far. Oh,
Should I bring this in?
No, I just need to turn up the gain, probably.
All right, turn it up.
Yeah.
Sorry. We've eased back.
There we go. That'll probably be better.
Let us know if that's better.
Will that be better?
We've eased away from the mic.
And I've seen a couple comments about the Sherry Shootout or Merry Sherry Christmas. We need to start planning it because we are coming up on December, aren't we?
Definitely.
It's already I can't even believe it's already
I know.
November.
It's starting to fly. And we've got a December trip where we're going to Iron Root in Texas. So we're going to be visiting their distillery. Nancy Fraley. Hello.
Well, and we need to reach out and get those travel plans hashed out.
Yes, we do.
I need to email them. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay.
George says Amy hasn't been feeling well and she's resting. So hope Amy gets to feeling better. And he says people would kill him on replay if he didn't say thumbs up, people.
Yeah. We don't go in and say it. I will say our subscriptions have been climbing. So if you're tuning in and you haven't subscribed, please do. Tell your friends about us if you haven't. Thumbs are good, but I got to admit, our subscriber climb has been getting better and better. So shows you're getting a low battery. Are you plugged in?
Oh, no.
Interesting. We got everything.
Yep,
down
nope, it's
here.
right here.
All right.
I thought I had.
Sorry. Wes Jolly at Wes Jolly. Never been there. I didn't see Wes was in. Wes is in?
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's been. We've shot it out too.
Oh, sorry. My fault. Swami's in. Loch Ness for sure. Yep. Quig.
Swami's here. Swami.
That's what somebody said. I didn't see him comment.
Yep, he is right there. Malted in
there
Montreal.
There it is. Malted. I just said, yep, Quig. Yeah. I was reading the comment, not who sent it.
Steve Ace. Yep. A very sherry Christmas.
I think it was a Merry Sherry Christmas.
A Merry Sherry Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's go with other, let's throw something else at him. What about, okay, so 5 years, Bart. What biggest lesson learned?
Oh, well, I'm going to say this one's easy. When we first started, we looked at the whiskey or at the Scotch shelf and thought, well, we might be able to do shows for a year. and I mean, how ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we branched out to rye and bourbons and world whiskeys, which means Irish and Japanese and Australian. But if we'd just stuck to Scotch, there's so much coming out, so that's number one. That's the biggest lesson learned. You?
That's a good one, and actually I hadn't thought about that. But no, when we started, I thought by the time we do 100 whiskeys, we will have about tapped out our local market. So we are close. At 530 some, and I can walk into any liquor store and still find bottles that we haven't done, that we haven't reviewed.
Exactly.
I mean, so it's phenomenal once you get started.
We're living in good times.
Yeah.
So what I will remind all the viewers is don't ever let yourself get pessimistic on really almost anything in general in these times, but whiskey in particular, since we're a whiskey show, your options are unfathomable at this point in time. Enjoy it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I think we got started at the right time also. You go back 5 years, October of 13, bourbon was really starting to hit the boom. I think we were right at the start of the bourbon boom.
I wish we would have started a year earlier.
2 years probably.
Okay, 2 years earlier, just because we would have scored some other whiskeys that we can't find anymore. But, I mean, we're still good. Take it for what it is. We did what we did when we did it. So, and I actually think, so let me ask you now, future prediction. I have my thoughts. Where do you think whiskey will be, and I'm talking all of it, in 5 years from now?
First of all, Richie, 43%. 5 years from now, I don't know. You keep talking about how there's going to be a
continuing boom.
There's a continuing boom, and then it's going to drop. I don't know.
I don't think the drop's in 5, though.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know how much longer it can sustain the momentum. How much longer are people willing to pay $600 on the secondary market for bottles?
Well, that tells you a lot, though. That's secondary market.
Is it recession based? Once the U.S. leads into a recession, will bourbon drop off? Is it a luxury item? I think it has.
Oh, it's totally a luxury item.
A luxury item.
It is already. Here's my point.
Go ahead. I think it's only gonna grow. I think it's only going the next 5 years. I don't see it going anywhere but up. I mean, people's interest, the bottles flying off of the shelves, the experimentation, the different things that are going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason it doesn't continue to spike.
Emerging markets, India, China alone, and I mean, we could talk about even some others, but India and China alone, I think, are going to create quite a draw, which could be even a little rough on the States. There's going to be some stuff going to those markets, I think, in 5 years that we'll wish we could get a hold of. And it'll be going to the emerging economies. But here's what I'm seeing already. Just in the States, the distilleries that are opening up, and then take it outside the States. Look at the stuff that's opening in Islay. You guys know I'm a Pete head. The Islay distilleries that are opening up, new ones, I'm like, yes. I mean, wow. And then look what's going on in Canada and Ireland. And it's like, wow. And then you add in what's going on in Japan, Taiwan, Australia. I mean, there's going to be a lot of spirit out there. And I think that's going to help fit the need, although you're not going to have in many places, kind of like Balcones. We took a hit where a fan was saying, hey, you're reviewing Baby Blue and True Blue, and I can't even get that in my state. Why don't you review something I can buy? We get that. We understand what you're saying. But I think, well, we've talked about Balcones. They're looking to get it in all 50 states. So we're going to review it because, yeah, we can't get it in Kansas either. But we were down in Texas, and we went to Total, and I picked it up. And our part of our deal is review it as we find it. And when it gets to you, or if you can get it, you'll know, do you want it or not? Does it hit your palate or not? But I'm going to say 5 years, we're going gangbusters. Gangbusters.
Well, I'll tell you, in 5 years, right now, we are definitely on the cusp of Zima.
What does that mean?
No, I mean, we're ushering in the era of Zima. In 5 years, it'll be going for like $100 a six-pack. So
just because what we've done to it.
Exactly. Yeah. Steve A says that the expensive whiskeys are definitely a luxury item, but it's an affordable luxury. People can save up $100 or $200 to get something as a luxury.
Right. It's not like you're buying a Maserati. So exactly. It's a luxury item that you can take a little hit on. And that's what's nice about it.
Yeah, and Whiskey Throttle Daniel, he points out that the craft distillers are the ones that'll be hit the hardest in a slump or a recession, and I agree. Your well established, your bigger distillers, they'll continue on. They're still going to be selling stuff.
Sure.
The little craft distillers that are trying to push stuff out now and are having hard, and when we've seen go into any liquor store, you can find 10 bottlings from distillers you've never heard of that are brand new.
Here's what I think is going to kind of happen, though. And it kind of mirrors what happened with the beer breweries that blew up in the 90s. I think you're going to have a lot of experimentation going on. Some's going to catch, some isn't. Some will have a good business plan, some won't. And you're going to... What you'll see from that is what I saw, I think, with beer. And it's not the producers of the beer, or in this case, the spirit. It's the consumers that start to go, holy crap, look at all the good stuff that's out there. So everybody, when I was a kid, let's just say 21, was drinking Coors Light or Keystone, and there wasn't any depth to the beer. And then all these micro breweries opened up, and guys are buying these things, and I'm like, what are you drinking? I mean, I didn't even understand the language they were using. It was almost like coffee and how they talk. And I think we're going to see that emerging market with a lot of folks, and even these millennials, these 20, 30-somethings that are like, holy moly, there's all these very unique whiskeys out there that bring a lot of flavor, a lot of character. And it's going to usher them in. And I'm talking men and women. We're seeing a lot of women that are coming in even and interested in the spirits because of the exploration that's going on. And I think that's going, I mean, let's just be honest. If even 25% of women suddenly got interested in whiskey, you're exploding the market just with that alone.
Whiskey Throttle's getting ready to go. I guess Swami has been getting, I don't know if he had it scheduled, if he's getting ready to go live at 10 or not. But
so you're
we'll wrap it up,
out.
I think, and let them go live if Swami had it scheduled on his channel.
Sure.
Go over to Malted in Montreal and check that out. Good chat with everybody, though. Appreciate it.
Hit some of these comments because they're commenting on what we're talking about.
Well, Steve A says that was actually a direct quote from a Modern Marvels episode from like 15 years ago, and he's talking about the people can save or can spend the $100 or $200 on a luxury item that I brought up. He was the one that said that.
MGD, exactly. Bourbon shenanigans.
MGD.
Yeah, it's a beer, the popular beer that came around.
Oh, Miller Genuine Draft.
It's actually Zima. Sweet Zima, you erotic, effervescent, and effervescence enthralls me and charms me with your witchy wonderment, says Bird Dog 2017. That was a good one, Bird Dog.
Chad Adams says, have you tried any Escag? We have not had any of the Escag offerings at all.
Gibbs says, if vegan whiskey becomes a thing, I'm going to hurt somebody. Well, it's really all vegan whiskey. There's no animals harmed. Just wood.
What if you use like a sheep or a goat to like turn the barley?
Maybe a donkey?
Donkey?
A donkey? You can actually pronounce it donkey, and that's grammatically correct. Great time, guys. Slancha. Notice how I said it real fast.
Slanja. Slan.
I know what
Slanja.
you mean. My daughter is 22 and drinks Crown. Exactly. Charles Ashworth says exactly. When I was 22, I think I had one buddy that had been in the Air Force that drank Jack and Coke, and we thought he was crazy. So we were like, wow. And he was like, yeah, I was in the Air Force. And we're like, whoa. So, entertaining and enjoyable. Thank you, sir. That's Equal Opportunity Guns. My stepmom is the one who got me into whiskey, says Jason Coates. There you go. So, that's a great stepmom.
All right, let's wrap it up.
You're wanting us to get out? I believe that the micro brew was driven by mostly 20 and 30-year-olds with whiskey. I believe the market is driven by 40-plus crowd now. But that's what I'm telling you. I think it's going to be the 20 to 30-year-olds that do the exact same thing. Beer's 90s. Whiskey's where it's at. All right, let's shut it down so you can go over and watch the Swami.
Swami and Daniel must be getting ready to go live. Whiskey Throttle. So
good show, fellas.
Yeah. Thanks everybody tuned in. Appreciate it.
Jason Henry.
I don't even have a. I got enough. Swaller.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I have just a hint. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Slanja, dummies.
Woohoo! Cheers, everybody. Turkey 101 rye. Go.